today to talk to you about Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tale.
No Tales, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Spoilers ahead, by the way, and we'll say that every few minutes into this video.
I mean, the movie has been out for a couple weeks. If you haven't seen it...
You're lost.
You're lost, yeah, really.
You also find out, spoiler, that the main girl in the movie, her father is Barbossa. I know, it was sad and shocking, and it's even a sadder fate how he dies when she finds out who he is.
Right when she finds out he dies, and kind of sad.
But our reason for seeing it is, of course, it's a sequel to the other ones, and just out of amusement and interest to see it, because we like Pirates of the Caribbean, so we were interested in seeing how it compared to the others. I felt it was better than the last one, but close or as good as the original trilogy.
Yeah, I have to say, I think it was closer to, like, the second movie in, like, level of good. So not as great as the first, because it's always the best. And then, like, second is really good, and third, to me, was slightly lower. Or second and third were really close. So I think this movie, around the same as the second, / maybe slightly better. Nowhere, thankfully, like 100 times better than this last one, because personally this last one, I mean, it was good, but I was so confused and was like, I'm bored. It has nothing to do with the same actor, same thing. It just had to do with Jack Sparrow. Oh, cool thing about this movie, you find out how Jack Sparrow got his name. That was actually a fun little bit of knowledge.
I did like all the little funny things here and there, and I liked how they had Johnny Depp play Jack Sparrow again in this movie. But one thing that did bug me was they had both Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom only playing it for like a few minutes out of the whole movie, which I thought they'd play a lot bigger part in it. And
but like I told him in the movie theater, because we're that annoying people who like to talk sometimes during movies at certain parts.
Why?
I told him the reason they probably didn't have him in there was very much just because they were too expensive.
And not just...
And Johnny Depp's salary was already probably pretty high.
He's worth a few million or billions, so it makes sense. But also it kind of bugged me because Orlando Bloom went to the world premiere. It kind of bugged me that he went to that when he was barely in it. But enough of my little side tidbits.
But if you see the after credit scene, guess what? It's very likely him and Keira Knightley will hopefully be in more, because it hints at bringing back an old enemy.
Davy Jones. The after credit was interesting, and I guess that's probably the majority of Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom's
work
filming, because they were the only ones in that. But it was very a lead on into another movie, especially with Davy Jones. So it'll be interesting if they follow up on that.
So, I think some of the things that it did good is it tried to go back to the original seriousness of the first couple of Pirates, where, in my opinion, the last movie just made fun of itself and was, like, ridiculous. Because, of course, it had mostly to do with Jack Sparrow only, and he's not the most serious of characters. I liked this. I liked seeing other people and seeing how, like, even pirates can get together and work towards a common goal who's hurting everyone. Because even pirates who, yeah, fought against each other and everybody else, even pirates were known to team up to defeat big armies, big thanes. And I liked seeing that. I like seeing them.
And not just that, they have a code compared to, like, actual pirates nowadays. I don't really, like...
Well, I like that, too, because, like I said, the last movie didn't really talk so much about the pirate code and all these piratey traditions of the Caribbean, but this one focused a lot more on it. Don't get me wrong, there was this whole scene where Johnny Depp was being ridiculous because he was trying to steal a bank safe vault, and it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, and my first thought was, oh gosh, this is going to be like the last movie. But then it quickly went away from that ridiculousness into more serious. And that's what I liked about the original Pirates, is they knew how to be ridiculous, but how to be serious, too.
I also like this one a lot more than the last one, for the reasons I gave, but not just that. But in the last one, I fell asleep during the movie.
Multiple times.
During the movie, yeah. So then I went again to see it to try to stay awake during that, but I fell asleep again. So clearly that one was a little boring, and this one was more interesting.
I watched it all the way through at least once.
It was probably because of how different the story was from the original, so.
Yeah.
But,
so
anything else you would like to comment about the movie before we give what grade we thought it would be?
Well, yeah. So, we kind of mentioned it, but there are some new characters. There is Will and Elizabeth's son. Again, he only is hinted at in one of the last movies. He was directly shown, but only because the kid was like 7 years old, because he got her pregnant the one time he was on, and then 7 years later they had a little kid. So you actually get to see him grown up and being an adult. The other one is the scientist. She's actually a scientist, a girl scientist, is Barbossa's daughter.
And the commander. Those are the three main new characters.
The Spanish commander, who's the dead person, which is why the title, Dead Man Tells No Tales. So I think they did a real good job at connecting those new characters with it.
Oh, yeah.
But still, I think they're leaving it open. Even though I'm wanting to believe the newest movie is going to have to do with Orlando Bloom and Elizabeth and Will, Will and Elizabeth. Davy Jones. I have a strange feeling it's going to do more with the kids or the younger generation. Because that's how they tend to do it.
To me, I'm already like, they're planning on doing another Pirates. Like, how many do they need? But then again, it is Disney, and it is a popular movie.
They love to milk their franchises.
Exactly, and they like to make money. What grade would you give this movie?
I'm going to give it closer to a low B. Probably like a B minus.
I'll give it probably like a B or B plus.
Just because, like I said, there was that one scene that was ridiculous, and in my opinion, lasted a little too long. At certain points, I was like, are they going to finish this? Are they going to finish it? But I gotta say, it did all the emotions where it made me laugh, it made me happy, it made me anxious, and it made me cry at the end. So, I gotta give it at least a B/B minus.
But if you saw it and you felt differently, or you had any thoughts or expressions or scenes you liked, or anything in regards to the movie, comment below and let us know.
Like us.
Yes. Definitely don't forget to like us. But there you have it. That's from us at GeekyElites. Tune in next time.